Alex Paratsky with the title, The Best Way to Learn How to Drive. The Best Way to Learn How to Drive. Alex.
Remember, you were a child. I remember how I was a child, and one of my most favorite activities was to sit behind the wheel of the automobile. There was an old bus park where my daddy used to take me, and I just loved sitting behind the wheel and play with all those different levers, buttons, pedals, just to push, press those. Was so amazingly exciting. Although unfortunately my family never had a car, we could never afford the car in Soviet Union, believe it or not. When I found myself in America, since everyone is driving there and here, I decided it's either now or never. I'm gonna learn how to drive. Taking the theory exam in New York State is super easy. That's what I was told. I passed it from the second time, but I didn't pass it first time just because I wanted to test how easy it is. So I didn't even read that manual to test, and that guy at the desk just looked at me like that and he said, "Did you even read that thing?" I said, "No, but I was told that it's super easy." So second time it was really, really easy, and here I am standing in front of the car rental office with my license in my pocket and with my key from the huge Ford Taurus in front of me. That huge Ford Taurus. I get in, but before that, sorry, I totally forgot. After I passed the theory exam, I had to take the driving lesson, right? So before that, I needed to take some driving lessons, and I took some driving lessons with the Russian Jewish guy named Yuri. He gave me about 7 lessons, and after that he said, "I think you need 20 more lessons." I said, "I'm ready for the test, sir." And I went for the test and I passed it because it was even more easy than the theory test. It's so easy in New York State to get the license. It's true. So I got the license and I'm in front of this rental car. I was given the key. I'm getting into the car. I switch on the engine exactly how Yuri taught me, and that's it. I'm on my own. What I do, I switch the gear to driving. I put the gas and I little by little start moving, and it's like I feel like I'm in the spaceship. It's huge for Taurus, you know. So I'm going very, very slow, and all of a sudden I noticed that I'm kind of far from the wheel, just like that, and I start figuring out where is that button. There's a magic button, how to make it closer to the wheel, and I can't find it. So my first thing, I call the rental office. I say, "I just rented a car for Taurus from you. I'm trying to figure out how to move this chair closer." And they try to explain me. They say, "Oh, sir, it's your first time, I understand. There's that little button on the side. You have to move it. You have to move it." I'm trying to move it. It doesn't move. They try to explain. I don't get it. So next thing I try, I call 1-800 number on the back of the manual for the Ford Taurus. Ladies and gentlemen, 1-800 number. What would we do without it? So I call them and the customer service picks up the phone. "How can I help you, sir?" I said, "You know what? I just rented a car and I'm kind of trying to figure out how to move my chair. Can you tell me where is that magic button that does it?" And he says, "It's right there. It's right there." I said, "Oh yeah, I see it. It's there. So you have to move it." I'm moving it. It doesn't move. I'm trying to figure out. It's not being figured out. Anyway, they explain, I don't get it. So I ended up driving all weekend like this. A lot of fun. When I arrived to Canada, my first car in Canada was Pontiac Firefly. Who knows anything about this car? The Jewish Russian guy, such a coincidence, sold me that car, and he said, "This is the best Japanese car ever made. It's Suzuki. It has a Suzuki engine in it." So that Japanese car all of a sudden started getting fire on my way from Toronto to Niagara Falls, believe it or not. And I just pulled it on the side, got out from the car, ran over the highway, first and last time, never do it, ladies and gentlemen, I did it, I will never do it again. Went to the nearest golf club. People, imagine people just sitting there, relaxing, watching the horse race on the TV, and here it is, the crazy Russian guy comes in and says, "My car is burning, I don't know what to do, what's happening?" Because that's the first time I ever, get into this kind of situation. And the guy just sits like that. They're typical Canadian, sorry. Sits like that and he's very quiet and very calm, and he says, "Are you a CAA member?" I said, "Come on, what do you mean? What are you talking about? CAA agent? I'm not a CAA agent." "What are you talking? Are you joking or what? My car is burning. It's burning." So someone just threw me the yellow pages. I found some the coach tow truck number, and the guy towed me and my best Japanese Suzuki car to St. Catharines for $200. Ladies and gentlemen, since I arrived to North America, I have driven different kinds of cars. I even learned how to drive manual, which I totally love. But and I actually know what CAAE. I am a CAA member. You know what? The magical thing about cars is the smell. The smell. I remember when I was sitting there back to the childhood, and behind the wheel of those old Soviet cars, they smell differently. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something in the air. Maybe just they don't know how to use. They didn't know how to use the perfume, and but it's that mix that I don't know that made it magical. And North American cars, they don't smell like that. So every time I go back, I notice that smell, and that's pretty much it.